Assalamu alaikum everyone. Today we are going to talk about two very common errors in English writing which are known as run-on and comma splice. Both of these errors occur while writing and dealing with multiple independent clauses. So how do they differ and how can we fix them? Let's talk about it. Run-on is when we are dealing with multiple independent clauses and we write them without using any punctuation mark. So run-on वो error है जब आप दो या दो से ज़्यादा इंडिपेंडेंट क्लॉजेस लिख रहे हैं और फ्लो में आप लिखते हुए विदाउट एनी पंक्चुएशन उनको लिखते चले जाते हैं. फॉर एग्जाम्पल, ही एंटर्ड द क्लास लेट, द टीचर आस्क्ड हिम टू लीव, he didn't obey. So here we can see that there are three independent clauses but there is no punctuation. When there is no punctuation and there are multiple independent clauses, which indicates that there are two type of confusions on the part of the reader. One thing is that he is he finds it difficult to know that where one independent clause is ending and where the second one is beginning. Second thing, it is very difficult for the reader to find out the relation between different ideas which you are presenting in independent clauses. So what is comma splice? Comma splice is an error when you write multiple independent clauses while separating them with a comma. Now अगर हम इसको रन ऑन से कंपेयर करें तो इसमें एक एरर तो आपने एक एलिमेंट जो है वो निकाल दिया. ही एंटर्ड द क्लास लेट, कॉमा, द टीचर आस्क्ड हिम टू लीव, कॉमा, ही डिडंट ओबे. राइट, आपने इंडिपेंडेंट क्लॉजेस को कॉमा से सेग्रीगेट तो कर दिया, उनकी जो लिमिटेशन है वो बता दी, बट व्हाट टाइप ऑफ कनेक्शन, कॉज एंड इफेक्ट है या किस तरह कंपैरिजन है, किस तरह का रिलेशनशिप है, वो फिर भी मिसिंग होता है. सो दैट इज़ वाई run on and comma splice both are considered errors in writing because they leave the reader in confusion while interpreting the meanings of the independent clauses you are putting together. So now the question arises that how can we fix them? There are four ways to fix run on and comma splice. Number one is use coordinator. I hope all of you are familiar with the concept of fanboys. The number of conjunctions which are considered in fanboys are called coordinators. So we can use coordinators to fix the error of run on and comma splice. For example, he entered the class late, so the teacher asked him to leave, but he didn't obey. So you can see that here we have used two coordinators, so and but. Second option is to use subordinator. Conjunctions which are other than coordinators are usually known as subordinators. So if your concept is not going in line with the coordinators, you can use subordinators. अगर आपका जो concept है और आपके जो independent clauses हैं उनका जो relationship है वो coordinators से नहीं ज़्यादा समझ में आ रहा तो आप subordinators लगा सकते हैं. I have tried to use subordinators in the same example. Because he entered the class late, therefore the teacher asked him to leave, still he didn't obey. So you can see that in the same example we have placed subordinators rather than coordinators. So it depends on the concept you are dealing with, that what do you prefer. आपने coordinator लगाना है, आपको coordinator ज़्यादा suitable लग रहे हैं या आपको subordinator suitable लग रहा है. The third option is to use semicolon. Semicolon is a punctuation mark which you can use to separate independent clauses. And the fourth one is to use full stop and separate each independent clauses and convert each independent clauses into a complete sentence. Semicolon और full stop, इन दोनों को being an English teacher I don't encourage their usage because subordinator आपके जब independent clauses को separate करता है तो basically ये show करता है कि जो ideas हैं एक main clause जो है वो दूसरे main clause का sub idea है या continuation of the idea है. Similarly आपका जो full stop है वो एक line draw कर देता है, हर आइडिया को एक इंडिपेंडेंट सेंटेंस बना देता है. बट व्हेन if you frequently start using semicolon and the full stop, I think it hinders your creativity. You cannot bring out the variety of meanings you can with the help of coordinator and subordinator. So most of the time I ask my student to use coordinator and subordinators and don't go for the option of semicolon and full stop.